Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Manning. Looking left. It's caught. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's looking to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Ali. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Ramos. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Finds his man in the middle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. At the 45 on his way. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. And that pass intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Florida State 14, SMU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, SMU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to pass it on second down. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Zings it complete to the right. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminole.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He's got him down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Feeling some heat. And the ball slipped out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. This offense has a 2nd down play. Trying the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. The Noles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
SMU 14.
He'll return it. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now they're... Seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
SMU 14.
The Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. 1st and 10.
have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The Mustangs get it past the sticks. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
SMU 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
He's tackled at the 42-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They give it to him again. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll ride Davis here. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown Mustangs. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw. It's Manning. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Carroll. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but If you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 38, SMU 35.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 18 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Give to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He's right on target. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Touchdown Seminoles. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a draw. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they